welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with host Moe and Greg. I am Moe.
I am Greg.
And we are back. We are back with another episode for who?
The people.
The people. Uncle G, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am doing well.
Doing well.
Well.
It's a beautiful day outside.
It is.
Oh, man. I'm loving it.
It is. After it being in like single digits over the weekend, we're doing, it's like also the fact that it went from single digits to like as nice as it is also tells me that the world is ending, and if you need to get your hearts right with God right now because the world is ending.
This is your come to Jesus moment.
Yes. But we have a guest with us. You cannot see him because he doesn't want to be on camera. Oh. He's camera shy.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, he's camera shy.
All right.
So he doesn't want to, so you won't see him, but you will hear him.
That's right.
And, he's been on the pod before, like millions and millions of times.
Yeah, I think I'm a friend of the show.
Yeah, by now.
Definitely. By now.
But Brother Bill is back.
Yeah.
Brother Bill is back.
Welcome, Bill.
Hey.
Brother, how are you?
I'm well. Global warming.
Global warming, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure.
Happy Global Warming Day.
Yeah, But, we're here to do, a pod and talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
And so, first of all, because we can just start here then, because we're starting off with appreciations and shout outs to the great Viola Davis, who last night became an E.G.O.T.
Annalise Keaton. Shout out to Annalise.
Shout out to her for winning a Grammy last night for her audiobook.
Should have got an Oscar too. Well, she should get an Oscar nomination too.
She should, but she got scrubbed. And thank you for the transition, because since we here, we could go right into the Oscars are coming up. March 12th. Mm-hmm. I think that's the date, March 12th. Yes, because the 12th is on a Sunday, and I always remember because the days in February and the days in March fall on the same day of the week.
Now, wait, they're the same day as the Super Bowl?
Oh. No. Like if the 12th of February is on a Sunday,
right?
Like if you look at a calendar, whatever day February 1st is, March 1st is on the exact same day.
Yes, because of the shorter month.
Yeah,
okay.
Roger that.
So like the first 28 days of March and the 28 days in February always fall on the same days of the week.
Oh, that is something I learned today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you got some mind in you. That's wow.
Nah, it was just something I paid attention to. But so the Grammys are indeed on March 12th.
Yep.
And
that's my son's due date. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you might be watching the Grammys from the hospital.
Yeah, maybe. No, I'm gonna need to watch something to keep me up.
Well, listen, maybe somebody will get chokeslammed this year, and then you'll have some entertainment to keep you up.
You know what?
That'll be good.
Maybe that'll happen.
Wait. I just thought about. I had this weird visual. Maybe Angela Bassett will win for Best Supporting Actress. Uh-huh. But in her anger from being snubbed by the Oscars, Viola Davis will run up on the stage and chokeslam.
That's a good one. Unless Lawrence Fishburne wants his revenge.
I don't think she would.
I don't think she would either.
She wouldn't ruin that black moment. No. But she might ruin someone else's moment.
You don't think that Woman King rage might come out though.
That
training might flashback.
She start channeling that Woman King thing. It's like,
listen, as we saw in Wakanda Forever, Angela Bassett ain't no scrub either. It would be the Woman King versus the Woman Queen.
The Woman Queen. That would be fun.
Well, the Woman King could swim.
I mean, she could swim too. She just, she'd have been fine if she didn't try to save Ironheart.
Yeah. It was just too much water.
Yeah, it was, too much water. I was supposed to watch that movie last night.
She the queen of...
Because it is...
I keep saying
currently
I was supposed to watch that last night too.
But
I was too tired.
I just watched something else instead.
Yeah.
I just watched something else instead.
Queen shouldn't be jumping in the water, by the way, to save nobody. Queen
Well,
Elizabeth,
she was already
Queen
in-
Elizabeth would never.
She was already in the water.
Wasn't there some Dora Milajes around that could have?
Yeah.
Well, no, because remember, it was a diversion tactic. They had everyone
Oh, I know,
away
yeah,
from, you know.
Yeah, I
But
know,
she shouldn't
I
have been
know.
bought. You know how they pull a president into a bunker? She should have been
Yeah.
in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah, they should have been pulling her out the water.
Especially
to
after we done
save
lost
her.
all the
But if
kings.
she don't want to go,
Yeah.
Listen, you hit her with a tranquilizer. We done lost all the kings, man.
but yes, the Oscars are coming up.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my best, thanks to streaming services. It will not be as difficult to watch at least all of the movies nominated in Best Picture. And I probably should have done that before we recorded, but time is just, it escapes you. So
Yeah.
And half of these movies, you don't even know that they
my
exist
gosh.
until the nominations come up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm going to list Best Picture. We're going to start there. Best Picture.
Okay.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Woman Talking.
Definitely not women talking.
I
No,
was
I'm
just
kidding.
getting ready. So I can tell you who's not gonna. Women talking.
Them white men ain't voting for that.
I say it does.
You say it does.
I say it does.
I said
Spicy pick. I say it does.
Why do you say
Women
Why?
Talking. Because
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Okay. All right.
On this list, I've only seen Everything Everywhere All at
saw
Once
it, yeah.
I saw
And
that.
and Top Gun.
Okay. Which surprised me that they gave that that they're even giving that like
Yeah,
a lot
because Wakanda Forever should have been
yeah.
in the conversation.
Yeah.
And
You think so?
Yeah, I'm surprised Top Gun is even in the consideration.
I thought that movie was amazing. I don't
Really?
I wasn't shocked and surprised
Okay.
after watching Top Gun.
Okay. All right. See, I have not to date watched it. You know.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't surprised Top Gun made it.
Okay. All right.
well, see, only reason I thought it was amazing. Only reason I'm surprised because like movies like American Beautiful, like the movies with prestige kind of I think of when I think of like Best Picture.
Yes.
And I don't put Top Gun like Beverly Hills Cop in my head. Like like I'm not trying to, but like Beverly Hills Cop that's where I put Top Gun. It's like, oh, these are some movies I sit down and watch. Die Hard.
A good
Top Gun.
exactly. You put it to me, and I kind of like understand what you're saying. I put it in the category of being a good movie,
Right.
but Oscar worthy. I
Yes, because
see, but
there
then I didn't see it, so I can't really.
and I only say yes because we've had this conversation before where the Oscars picks a certain type of movie that they feel deserve Best Picture. And with movies like Top Gun being added to this list, it shows that they are trying to
broaden it?
broaden what they view as
Well,
Best
they're
Picture.
a couple years too late. Endgame came out.
You're
a while
right.
ago.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct. It's
Exactly.
it's too late, but the fact that they are
at least
starting to
and evolving.
Yeah.
Let's say they're
yeah,
evolving.
they're starting to evolve and to make, the change is why I think it's cool that, Top Gun is even in this list. But the rest of these movies, like I said, I haven't seen any of them. So I plan to watch them all before
before the actual
actual Oscars, and we should be back before then. So I will give you the rest of these. I'm gonna just pick, pick. But I will come back and give you my definitive Best Picture nomination next episode.
Best Picture for you.
I'm rolling with what's the one? In Disherin or whatever.
The Banshees of Inisherin?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's going to be the popular pick,
Yeah.
but I'm holding out for Everything
Everywhere All at Once.
All at
Yo,
Once.
that was good.
I'm
was a
holding
really good
I'm holding out for that.
And
that's my personal
That was
pick.
really good.
But Banshees will probably win.
Yeah. But Best Actor, we have Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for Aftersun, and Bill Nighy for Living.
I'm going with Elvis here.
Elvis is my personal favorite.
Okay.
But who was the other? Who was the other one?
Who? Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell will probably win.
Honestly, I see that going to Brendan Fraser
Really?
because of
That-
the resurgence he's had
that's-
in like the last year.
That would be.
Oh my gosh.
That would be.
I see it going to Brendan Fraser.
I'm sorry for scoffing at it, but like, dog, I get the comeback kid moment.
Yeah, I
but
would-
like, fam,
I would like to see that happen.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
he got that at the what was it, the Writers Guild Award? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen him cry enough on stage and be hugged enough that the real winner should be crowned at this.
Well, I
at
feel
the
like
Oscars.
it'd be like a completing story arc. You're a wrestling fan.
True.
We have
true.
to finish. The Oscars is like
The
WrestleMania for
Right.
movies.
But sometimes Batista shouldn't have won the Royal Rumble, and they inserted Daniel Bryan. So, like, at this point, I feel like Brendan Fraser got the Batista treatment. Like, all right, yeah, cool. But I mean, the real winner should kind of be the Elvis kid still talking in Elvis voice.
God.
Like, it's
No, he said he's done.
I'm
Most recently, he
the
said he
Elvis kid
done.
was good. Like, he didn't look like him initially for me,
He is my, like I said,
but he did it.
he's my personal.
Nah, he did
favorite.
really good. I still haven't seen
Yeah.
Elvis, but
Lisa Marie
the clips
dead.
I've
Like,
seen.
talk about an arc.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it for
yeah,
Lisa Marie.
Yeah.
Wow, she wasn't Elvis.
But Brendan.
Oh, you.
But Brendan Fraser. I wouldn't be upset if Brendan won. I would not be upset.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad either, but like,
I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't.
I think it's a pity pick.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It would.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Best lead actress, right? We have Kate Blanchett for Tar, Anna de Armas for Blonde,
Nope.
Andrea Riseborough. I found out how to pronounce her name Saturday because they used it in an SNL skit.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you how I was pronouncing it before that, but I learned how to correctly pronounce it on Saturday.
What's her name again?
Andrea Riseborough
Okay, never heard of her.
for To Leslie, Michelle Williams for The Fableman, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And let's just be honest,
Michelle.
if
Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh don't win this
She gotta
award,
win that.
Yeah. She's got
She
it.
played like 50 people.
she's got to
And cartoons.
yes.
Yeah.
Like she played a rock, fam. Like you gotta give it to her.
You gotta give it that.
Like she played a believable rock. Like
Yeah.
you got to give it to her. And if she doesn't get it, I think she should enact the butt whooping that she threatened people with at the that was the Emmys, right? Yeah, I think she should actually go up.
Yeah.
And just start kicking butt.
Now, the only because you never really know what the Oscars.
Michelle Williams is an Oscar favorite every time.
Michelle Williams and
Nah, they might give it to Kate
and
Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, yes.
They might give it to Kate Blanchett.
Yes, they are staples in the Oscar.
Yeah, you know.
Somebody see them on the ballot. I'm checking.
Yeah,
in.
exactly. Did you see the movie? Nope.
No.
But it's Kate Blanchett.
Honestly, I think I might just go Spicy Pigs all Oscars.
Okay.
Anna de Armas might get it.
Oh my god!
gosh.
I would throw something at the TV.
Anna de Armas might get it.
Oh my gosh!
She might get it for
I was so
Blonde.
upset she got nominated.
Like,
Like,
don't get me wrong.
I still haven't watched Blonde.
I haven't finished
Don't.
it. I started it.
No, it wasn't
and
good. You didn't like it, Will?
no.
Honestly, Uncle Greg, I didn't make it. Like I was
didn't
like
like it
20
either?
minutes into the movie, and I was like, "Bro, what the heck am I watching?" And turned it off. Like,
Now I'm
didn't even
also
finish it.
in a minority of the country that is not like Marilyn Monroe was hot, but I'm good. Like she was not.
One, we didn't need
Dog,
the movie.
she was very mediocre. If I like her story and like her movies and her, they never did nothing for me.
Let me tell you the thing with Marilyn Monroe. Not that she was not a great actress. She was iconic. You know what the thing about it? She didn't really become iconic
Till she
until
died.
she died.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's more her death than the tragedy of her death than anything else.
It's like Biggie
think they
dying
needed-
after 2 albums.
You think they needed 3 hours?
Heck
to
no.
show you?
No.
That's how long Blonde is.
I know. That's why I haven't
Like-
watched it
like-
yet. That's why
I didn't need 3 hours for that.
That's why I have not watched it yet. Because
They told the whole group of NWA story in like 2.5, and that's like 5 people. Like what? I don't know.
That's why I haven't watched it because it's like, oh, did they really need to do 3 hours?
They told Lucy and what's his name? Lucy and Ricky in like an hour and a half.
You know?
That was hey.
And that was one heck
That
of a
was
story.
good. I love that.
I haven't finished it. I got to go back and watch it. I fell asleep on that too.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I don't think that it was the movie. think I was just really tired.
Yeah. Okay, that's different.
I think I was just really tired, and I was just like, you know what?
Listen, that's two mediocre blondes. I mean, Frank Ocean and then
It's like every time I go to Netflix and I get to Blonde, and I'm like, I'm saying, am I gonna watch this? Then I look and see what time it is, and I look at how long the movie is, and I'm like,
no.
like, nah, I can find something shorter. That's really messed up that our attention span. But again, we talked about how our attention spans are not that long.
No. Because I'm telling you, I would have never probably seen Titanic if I lived now.
Oh my God, no. I watched the Titanic one time just to say that I watched it, and
that or Forrest Gump, I would be like, you know what? I'm glad y'all enjoyed those.
Right. Same thing with Forrest Gump. I watched it once. And to say I watched it, and I did enjoy it. I enjoyed both movies, but nah.
Yeah, nah. Forrest Gump, I do enjoy it. Like, really love that movie, but I fell asleep on it once. Now, mind you, this was like time like 30 watching it, so it's not like, it was bad. That's why I fell asleep. It wasn't the Batman. No offense, but
yo, you got to stop with the slander for the Batman, okay? Wow.
So I fell asleep watching Forrest Gump, and when I woke up, it was still on.
That happened to me once too. Yeah, I fell asleep. He was a kid, and then I woke up. He was on the football field.
I was like, bro, what the heck? Why is this movie still on?
And I'm glad I knew Jenny was a bad girl.
I'm like, maybe it replayed itself, but no, it was still the first time. I said, okay, this is a long movie.
Yeah,
but. Going back to the Oscars for best.
Before we move on from best actress, right? Now Michelle Yeoh, we know that she bodied her performance.
Yes.
Is there a male in the category that did the same thing? So, like, if she wins,
right?
Is there a male in the male category that has done that did the same thing
in
terms of like range
lead actor?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know because I haven't seen any of the movies. For best actor.
Because I don't know if any of them had to play multiple characters, based on what I've even heard from the films. That's only reason I'm asking. Because
it's all none of them played like multiple characters. All straightforward. Yeah, they played the one role.
Yeah,
nobody had the versatility.
Any black guys?
No.
Bunch of guys from England killing it with American accents. So I don't know what's going on around here, but
best supporting actor: Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Judd Hirsch, for The Fabelmans, Barry Keoghan. I'm butchering his last name, and I apologize. For The Banshees of Inisherin, and what should be the winner is Ki-Hu Kwan
for
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I do apologize for ruining for butchering everyone's name.
Short round.
I'm not good at names and stuff. So, but yeah, the Ki-Hu Kwan should definitely win for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I think so, but I think Fableman guy is going to win.
You think so? You think Judd Hirsch will win for the Fablemans?
That's just my random pick.
Okay, no. What's his name from Everywhere is my favorite. That's my personal and my favorite pick. But whatchamacallit probably win. Brendan
Gleeson?
Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
Jason, he'll probably win.
Brendan Gleeson, see, I keep thinking of
Harry Potter?
No. Jackie Gleason.
Oh.
Every time I hear Gleason, I think of Jackie Gleason. I'm like, oh my God, The Honeymooners is so good. And I just completely stopped talking about Brendan Gleeson, but all right. Sorry.
Yeah. Best supporting actress. We have Angela Bassett for
wife.
Wakanda Forever.
My favorite.
Hong Chow for The Whale. Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Wow.
And Stephanie Sue for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
These are all in the best supporting actress?
Best supporting actress. Yes. Now again, because I'm rooting for everyone black, if Angela Bassett don't get this award,
Angela Bassett,
it's going to be a problem. I highly doubt she's going to get it. I think they might snub her and give it to Jamie Lee Curtis, but
that would be a snub.
I honestly think Jamie Lee Curtis is getting this award.
Really?
I want Angela Bassett to get it, but
Who did you pick in the last category?
Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
He black?
No, he's not.
No,
He's
Why
a
you didn't
Scottish
pick
guy.
the black guy?
no. Cause he ain't gonna win.
Because I just thought back and I said, wait a minute.
Wait,
Let
yeah.
me pick the black guy then.
Yeah.
Like, I'm picking the black guy. Somebody got to rap.
Let me.
Out of the three, somebody got to pick the black guy and over the three.
All right, cool. So who was the black? Because honestly,
Isn't Brian
again,
Tyree Henry?
I don't know. I don't know names. Let's
No,
Yeah, that's
no, he's black.
That's the guy from Atlanta.
Yeah, he's black.
really.
Yes.
That's Paperboy.
Yes.
Oh, then that's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah, and
Like, forget Brendan Gleeson.
and he played the other assassin in Bullet Train.
Yeah.
I know, I know his movies. I just
Yeah.
never knew like his name
His
because
name.
every time I see him, I go, "Oh, it's Paperboy." Like,
Yeah, so him, all the guys from Get Out and Black Panther,
Mm-hmm.
they all came out around the same time to me.
Mm-hmm.
So like I get them confused all the time.
All
Like,
the time.
Daniel
Yeah.
Kaluuya and my man from
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
You get them mixed up.
I get him mixed up with the guy from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Brian Tyree with M'Baku. Like it's just
it's super
crazy.
confusing.
Yeah.
Super confusing.
Not all black people look alike. I'm
I
sorry.
was just kidding, dude. You just,
No, they don't look alike, but you definitely because like they're all like of a very similar cloth. Their
Yeah.
names, like you just
Yeah.
you know the name, you just have difficulty placing the face
face
with
to
the
the
name.
name, yeah.
So that's not like a look-alike thing. It's just
Yeah,
it's a name thing.
same thing.
I want the guy from my personal favorite, or the one who I want to win is from Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. What's his name?
Wait, we're doing best
Key.
supporting actress.
Oh, we at best supporting actor.
Yeah.
Or was an actor?
No,
No,
we just
this
did
was-
actor.
We just went back to actor
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Okay,
I
who
skipped.
was actress again? Oh,
Angela Bassett,
Angela
Hong
Bassett,
Chow,
nope.
Carrie Condon, Jamie Lee
Nope.
Curtis, and Stephanie
Angela
Sue.
Bassett.
If you're gonna kill her, don't snub her again.
Yeah,
Like
Angela
that's
Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
They owe her that.
Yeah, it's got to be Angela Bassett.
And the way her monologue in that the political state room when
Yes.
she was talking to
Yes.
them, that alone,
Yeah, that was good. That was
that
fire.
alone
That
was
fire.
just like I felt like she was a real queen of Africa, African
yeah.
country, and I'm like, oh, we are so wrong, U.S.
Yeah, and the last one we'll talk about with like the Oscars because it's a lot of like
little.
Yeah,
they're not little.
They're not,
right?
no.
Because no part of a movie is little.
Yeah,
musical instrument cleaner.
Right,
Like nobody cares.
like it's not little, but like it's very important. But best animated
So you
feature
ain't giving
film,
one to Alec Baldwin.
best animated feature film.
oh, Puss in Boots.
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio,
That'll win.
Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the guy that lost his shoes is gonna win because nobody has ever seen that. But I think Pinocchio.
Honestly, I think Pinocchio should win
Should
because
win.
that movie was fantastic.
Yeah,
Pinocchio, I'm thinking will win.
But
Pinocchio.
honestly, I think they're gonna give it to Turning Red.
Really?
Yeah,
interesting.
I see. I didn't watch. Turning
yeah.
Red.
Turning Red is like
Was it good?
It's a movie. It's a movie about puberty for kids.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not. Nah, we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, it's a movie about puberty. For
What
kids.
a name.
Yeah. Seeing. Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God I have sons.
Will.
Oh God.
Oh wait, no. Best song. Where is best song? Best original song.
Oh, Beyonce.
She's not even
No, she's
nominated.
not. No.
all right.
Rihanna.
Applause from Tell It Like a Woman. Hold My Hand from Top Gun. Lift Me Up from Wakanda Forever. Natu from RRR. And This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm rooting, of course, for everyone black, so I hope Rihanna wins this.
I mean, I get the premise, but that song was terrible.
But
You didn't like the song? No. I mean, no. You should. Yeah.
I liked it for the credits at the end
Yes.
of a movie, but don't you ever release that for the masses for me to just put on my headphones.
yeah, like, and one, it didn't play where I thought it should have played,
Right.
if we're being honest.
Right. I get that.
So even like, because I said the song was good. Like when I first heard the song, I said if they play this at the right part in the movie, everyone is going to be a wreck.
Wouldn't it make sense to play that at the funeral?
That's where I thought it was coming.
That's where I thought it was coming, and it didn't.
And it didn't.
And they started going I forgot the scene that started going slow motion. I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
this ain't the time for that.
I was just like, you know, I thought that I definitely thought that's where that song was going to play, but it was not. But you guys said you haven't seen it. That song that Lady Gaga did for Top Gun.
Oh, see, I've seen Top Gun.
I haven't heard the song.
That song, it's Lady Gaga.
That was my pick. That was my pick.
It's Lady Gaga. First of all, like sis has the vocals, and she used them for this song and this movie.
Now I got to something. Lady Gaga in a jazz category, in a movie category. I'm always gonna go Lady Gaga.
Because she shines like never before.
I mean, they lucky she stopped making music on purpose. Yeah, because she would probably still be number one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
because like let's be honest, what has Lady Gaga like musically? There's nothing she's done that's not.
She got Bradley Cooper, a Grammy, everything. Number one on the chart. I mean,
like fam,
I'm surprised she's not an EGOT yet.
That's one of the few.
Is she missing a Tony?
I think that's the only one she's missing.
Yeah, I think she's missing a Tony.
She's missing the Tony.
Like that's one of the few movies where like songs from the movies I add to my phone and they get played on rotation. Like Shallow to this day gets played on rotation.
Shallow is if
any intro to 007. Like for me, any 007 movie I see, the intro song I add because it's epic.
But then they get people who do it. Like you get Lady Gaga, you get Sam Smith, you get Adele, who again I still believe they are one and the same. Because last night though I did not watch,
they did lose weight together.
Yeah,
they lost weight. No. Sam Smith, he got big.
He gained his back.
He took the weight from Adele. Like
he gained his back.
Yeah, he gained his back.
Yeah,
but last night was the first time I think you've ever seen them in the same place at the same time, which debunks my theory that they're the same person.
Yeah,
because I had a theory because there was a time where Adele would come out. You'd see her everywhere, but you would never see Sam Smith. And she would drop an album, win all the awards, and go home. And then Sam Smith would come out, and he'd be everywhere, but Adele would be nowhere to be seen. And then it's almost like what they did in South Park with Stan Marsh being Lord.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt to me. Like, you know, they same person. You never see them in the same place. So, but they were back to Lady Gaga.
They were both like singing real close to each other at the Grammys.
Last night. So you know, so kind of my theory was debunked.
Yeah,
but that song Lady Gaga did.
Okay, now I got to listen to that.
It's amazing. Like it's amazing. But yeah, you know what else is coming up too, and it's like quicker. The SAG Awards.
Yeah.
It's last Sunday this month.
Scream Actors Guild.
Yeah.
I'll still never forgive them for going on strike.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because that just messed up so much TV. So much TV.
Yeah, they messed up. That messed up a lot.
Much TV.
That
just like
killed a lot of.
It almost killed TV.
It killed a lot of.
It sure
good
killed
shows.
UPN.
It did.
CW was coming right around the corner after that one. They was like, "Oh, okay."
It killed a lot of TV.
But I'm rooting for everybody black there too.
Speaking of TV that's not dead,
The Last of Us.
Okay.
The Last of Us. We episode 4 was yesterday.
Yes.
For those who don't know, it's a show based off a video game of the same name.
I didn't know that until just recently.
Yeah, it's like The Walking Dead. It used to be described as if The Walking Dead was a video game, but then now it's a TV series, which is like
and that's crazy because The Walking Dead is a video game,
right?
Like
I didn't.
But yeah.
I found out after I started watching it that it is a video game.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things to do, thanks to IGN, after every episode, they do comparison clips,
Really?
scene by scene,
Really?
of like what happened in the show, what happened in that episode versus what happened in the video game. Because unlike what happens when, like with like video game movie, like when like video games get turned into movies, the people who made this show are adapting the show as it is from the video game. They're not taking any liberties.
Not like Doom.
Really?
Yeah, like they're not stretching it at all.
Because I was gonna ask you, how close is it to?
Extremely.
Wow.
Incredibly close.
Wow.
Like, yeah, even some of like the dialogue, some of the scenes, like they're pulled directly from the video game.
Because what was interesting to me, since now that I know it's a video game and you guys are more familiar with it than I am, is the fact that with last night's episode, and they're introducing some characters, they're introducing a whole bunch of new characters that I'm not familiar with at all. So pretty much everybody's new to me because I'm not familiar with the game. But I'm looking at the character Michelle. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, she's in a video game. Like, is she one of the characters?
Yes.
Yes. I'm like, she's in a video game. Like, it just doesn't strike me as being a video game kind of character.
Yeah, well, again, one of the beauties about this game, because The Last of Us is like ranked top 5 best-selling PlayStation game of all time.
Wow. See,
It is that good.
It really is.
Really?
It really is.
It was
that good.
So as a gamer, right, when you're not playing a game that everybody else is playing, like I didn't play The Last of Us. It was not up my alley of like, oh, let me just sit down and play this. It was nauseating. The amount of times that a game of the year, you should get this. This game is only $10. You should buy. It's like it was everywhere. Everybody had it. Everybody loved it. It was
because The Last of Us came out, I want to say for PS3.
Yes, 2014. So that might have been that was
for PS3.
So it's been around for a while.
They remastered it for PS4.
Okay.
And have remastered it again
PS5.
for the PS5.
Wow. So it's not like they came up with a whole new game. They just remastered.
They just remastered the old game for a new system.
The new system.
And people buy it again.
I'm gonna just say this: Sony is like the dope game because let me tell you something. They are repricing the same dope time. I bought Grand Theft Auto 6 maybe 5 times, and this is not an exaggeration.
No, like
I bought it on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PS4.
They know
PS5. It's
when a game is good, a company will be like, listen, instead of putting all of our money into something new, let's just let's repackage it and give it right back to them because as it's been proven time and time again, specifically with this game, it's going to sell and it's going to work. But back to the show, the show itself is jam-packed and amazing, and I love everything about it. One, Pedro Pascal is doing a phenomenal job as Joel.
Yes. Yeah, I'm enjoying his
shout out to him.
And the girl
Ellie is great.
Yes, the girl who plays Ellie, she is fantastic. But I was I've been a fan of Pedro Pascal because of his many roles prior to, and the girl who plays Ellie, I want to get her name right so I can just stop calling her Ellie. But she was in Game of Thrones.
She was?
Yes.
Who's she playing Game of Thrones?
Hold on.
It had to be like a baby. She liked to.
No. she was in like the when the North was going against everybody else, like towards the end.
Yeah.
She was one of the allies. Like she hold on, let me get her name.
Okay, but she was also in Hereditary. Is that the girl from Hereditary?
I don't think so. Well, the one who lost her head?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. She kind of looks like her. That's who she kind of puts me in the mind of.
No. But
now, this is one of those situations where all them little girls look alike.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even lying.
Bella Ramsey is her name.
Okay.
And
any relation to Chef Ramsey?
I do not know. But
she kind of looked like.
Why is Game of Thrones? Lyanna Mormont.
That's who she played in.
That's who she played in Game of Thrones, and she was the ruler. Like
I remember.
She led House Mormont.
I remember her
in
now.
Game of Thrones,
I remember
and like
she was a kid.
She was one of she was one of the most.
She was a kid.
Fire characters in Game of Thrones. So
I remember now.
but she's also in this, and I think it's just a masterclass in storytelling and what
the way
the genre
yeah
needs to take into consideration when adapting video games into movies and or TV shows.
The Uncharted did a good job. The movie.
That was cool. It didn't. They kind of took some liberties too.
Oh yeah, with that kind of stuff, you kind of need to because it would have dragged.
Yeah, but no, it honestly wouldn't have. I think honestly it was character selection.
Okay.
I think Tom Holland was a bad pick
Box office
for the role he played. That's why they did it. But I think Tom Holland was a bad pick.
Now, question: since you guys have played, you both have played the video game, right?
I played parts of the video game.
Okay, you played the video game? I would have thought that's why I would have never thought this was a video game, because to me it was like, wouldn't certain parts of that be kind of slow and ponderous in playing a game?
Well, yes, you're the one. Go ahead, man.
One, that's part of like the beauty. It is parts of slow, but what's happening is The Last of Us was the beginning of a shift in video games where
open world and
storytelling was the goal.
Okay.
And not the action. It wasn't just like action packed and you got to do this to get here. They were trying to tell a story.
Okay.
It was almost like you were playing a movie.
Yeah, like last year I played a game called The Quarry, and it's legit a movie. Like you literally you walk and you make decisions based on like how you want the movie to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's mostly cutscenes, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, and that's why I said even last night when I'm watching it now, because now that I know it's a video game, and a popular video game at that. Now that I know that when I'm watching it, I'm looking at it it's like, how is this a video game? This seems like it would be kind of boring.
Like Red Dead Redemption would be an amazing video. Like there's certain open world games that would just be great as movies because.
Honestly, I think Red Dead would do better as a series.
And I think that's one of the things that I
think needs to happen. Not every video game should be a movie.
No.
What The Last of Us has proven is that some video games, because The Last of Us might have sucked if it was a movie.
Okay.
Because you can't fit all that into
because you need time to tell a story. Because one, it's like when they tried to do the Avatar, The Last Airbender, not the Blue People.
Oh God.
That movie, right? As bad as it was, it took 6 seasons. Of a show
for y'all to tell us that
and told a 2-hour story. There's no way to properly do that.
No.
That's like trying to put Dragon Ball Z in one movie.
Exactly. There's no way to properly do that.
You can't.
Mortal Kombat even. Because they try to just throw a ton of characters in one movie and these characters don't have origins. We don't know why we care about them. We just know that we can pick them up and play them in a video game. But if they did a series, I don't see why it wouldn't be successful.
Do some character building, and you could at least invest enough time to either, like you said, care about the character.
Yeah.
For me, that's always the draw. If I don't care about the characters, I'm not watching it. If I don't care, you got 3 episodes tops to make me care about who the characters are. If I'm not drawn in by episode 3, chances are I'm going to back off and do something else.
Yeah, well, these people had me from episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. Yeah.
HBO has been my best friend for the longest because The Sopranos. Like I always put everything up against that. If from scene 2, you care about Tony Soprano. If no other show gives you main character, like I want to know what happens with them. It's probably not going to happen. Like it's just like you said with Stranger Things, you watched maybe a couple seasons.
4.
Right. And you're like, 4. I don't. And I can understand why you're not invested because, like, there's so many people to get invested in. But the main person, if we honest, kind of dry. Like, I think it's what's her name? Bobby Brown.
Billy Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Billy Bobby Brown.
If they really let her walk around here with Bobby Brown's name, I just don't understand. But yeah, she kind of like, who cares? In the beginning and in the middle.
Right. But even like the other characters, like the crowd favorites from that show, I'm still like, bro, I could not care.
But see, you were already jaded by the time you got to the series. You're like, yo, can they really be this good? And then when you look at it, it's like, eh.
I walked into it wanting to be proven wrong, and I wasn't.
Well, you know, you're stuck.
Because I said, like when I started, I said, I don't want to like this show. But I'm willing to watch it. Prove me wrong.
Well, Game of Thrones did that for me.
Tell me I'm missing out.
Because I wasn't trying to watch Game of Thrones.
Right.
Now I watch House of Dragons. Like, it's...
You know, for me, Stranger Things, I watched the first season and I was like, what the heck is this crap? And I refuse. But then I'm thinking they're not going to invest anymore in this. But then the next, 2 or 3 seasons after that, I'm like, all right, I guess I should go back and revisit this. As a matter of fact, I revisited it because of what you said, Will. And I was saying, how do I watch this? Because I don't want to go back and watch the whole thing. And you said the best way to watch it if you're really behind in seasons. You said to watch the first episode of the season and the last episode, and then go on to the next season.
Because you're not missing much.
Yeah, he said because you wouldn't be missing much. So at least you'll be by the time you get to the final season, then you watch that whole thing. You're caught up.
Because the recap they do, Netflix is very underrated for their recap.
Yes.
Because if you've never watched something, and you go, oh, let me play the recap.
Yeah.
They will catch you up in about a minute and 40 seconds. And you're like, holy crap.
Yeah. They are very thorough with the recap. Very thorough with the recaps.
So,
but
it was, so by the time it was all said and done with, Mo wasn't convinced. I was reconvinced and became a fan.
And I think he would have been better off watching recaps and then them just showing him like the final episode of the series. Like he might have been like, oh, I see how they got there.
Okay.
But back to a show you like.
Back to a show that I like. Yeah. And I'm really enjoying. Episodes 1 and 2 were really good.
Yes.
Yeah. They were really good. Like 10 out of 10. And then came episode 3.
Yeah.
And episode 3 woke up and chose violence.
Can I have a gun? Like basically Ellie all day.
Yeah.
Can I get a gun?
Episode 3 woke up and chose violence. Because I'm like, fam, what a beautiful, like, I didn't know where that episode was going when it started, and it was the dude in the basement.
I was like, where? I'm thinking maybe I missed something.
I'm like, where is this going? Where you have
and I'm always leery of like jumping back and forth in time.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question, because again, y'all play the game or more familiar with the game than I am. Well, were they characters from the game?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, man. Okay.
Yes. When I'm telling you, they took
really
no liberties with this story.
Wow.
They took no liberties with this story.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
I was like, yo, this episode, I was sitting there and I was watching it, and I was like, nope, this is gonna be a bad episode. Because I'm not going to care. Like, I went into it kind of like Stranger Things. I was like, yo, I'm not going to care about this episode at all. But then, like, 20 minutes in, I was like, bro, I love these people.
Yeah.
And I want the best for them.
Yeah.
I want them to live their best life. And then they did do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of sad, but it was a good episode.
It was the saddest thing. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. It was something straight out of Grey's Anatomy, bro.
Oh my God.
Like it was something straight out of Grey's Anatomy. When I was watching that, I said, "Oh, did Shonda Rhimes finish this episode?" Like, dog, this is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Or like, this is us. It was very much. Oh, you thought you were invested. Let me bring you further and down to the rabbit hole.
Right. And that made me enjoy it's made me enjoy it even more because of the fact that, all right, it's not just, it's like they're taking other people's lives, they're showing different aspects of the story.
Right.
And different other characters. There are other characters. So in other words, how this affected not just the main characters, but also how it affected others, and then
And
how
people
all
they encounter with.
exactly, and how
Yeah.
all of that stuff intertwines. I was like, oh,
That's
okay.
always
And they did.
important.
It's
Because you
very,
care about
very,
everybody.
Very, very.
And one of the pluses I like, they did it, but it didn't feel forced.
No, and it wasn't forced.
It wasn't forced.
It wasn't
like,
forced
at all.
Yeah,
Because it wasn't like, I like the part where like he's reading the letter and he was like, yo, I never really liked you.
Right.
yeah.
And it's just like there's always that one person where it's like, yo, I loved you like from the beginning. We was cool. We was homeboys. He was like, bro, I don't like you.
I don't like
He
you.
said, but I respect you and what you have with your woman and how you're gonna do what you have to do to take care of her, like I do for mine. So here I'm going to leave this for you in my death, so you can do that properly.
Yeah. Yep.
Because the fact that my man had a house with running water and electricity and food, he had traps all around.
That the traps were funny. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, the traps were funny as heck, man.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
Just it's like flamethrowers. I was like, flamethrowers. That was incredible.
yeah, and it was cool. And what it did, never mind. Nope. Great story, great episode.
Get ready to say.
Nope, we'll talk about it off mic.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, that might get us canceled before we even get started.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Oh, you mean the LGBTQ plus?
Yep.
Shout out to y'all.
Yep. But
Yeah.
I got
the
thoughts.
episode was good. I like how the show itself, right? It's got a whole bunch of action,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it also has downtime. But the downtime, like, you know how you have certain shows where it's just like downtime and you're like, yo, what's the point of this? I've never felt like watching this show when like moments were slow. I never felt like, yo, what's the point in this?
I think I know the reason for that. I think it's because in true video game fashion, as you're watching like the show, like when I play video games, I'm looking for Easter eggs and I'm like, is there health behind that box? Like,
yeah.
I think we're still looking for things to help them along the way. Like we can pick
Got
them up
it.
as,
Got it.
and I think they've done a great
Got it.
job in making it still seem like, yo, this is not dead time.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just playing. Like
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
playing along
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. It feels like the controller's in your hand and you're
Yeah.
just waiting to see what's next.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Nah. And
Like I said, knowing now that it is a video game has made me look at it from a different perspective, and just listening to how you guys have been describing it, now I'm looking at it. I mean, not that I wasn't enjoying it anyway, but it's made me look at it from a different perspective. So now I kind of like have an idea of how this is going.
yeah.
Yeah, and how they're telling this story.
Because if you play video games with a non-gamer, right?
Yeah.
And let's say I'm running around looking for ammo. Yo, you smashed that box, nothing came out. Someone would say, yo, why do you keep going back to the same place?
Yeah.
Like, why are you still looking for? It's like,
Because there are things that you might have missed the first time.
exactly.
That you just go
And
back
we
and
understand
check.
that part, and so it doesn't feel like dead time.
Yeah.
Exact. And so now knowing that factor and knowing that it makes all the difference, because now, not that I wasn't doing it anyway, because I'm figuring now just from how they're shooting everything, I'm like, everything is important in this show. Mm-hmm. Everything is
Even when
important.
she found the little trap door and went downstairs.
I said everything is important. Everything is. So I said, so you kind of like gotta really, you gotta kind of pay attention, because you never know because I'm thinking about a scene that I saw in, I think it was the episode last night, and there was a scene where they were on their way to him and Ellie,
yeah.
to Bill's house. They were on their way to Bill's house, him and Ellie, and they were going down this road, and he said to her, and he looked at her, he said, we're going to go walk through the forest. And he said, because I don't want you to see what's ahead. And she was like, oh, well, now I got to see. And so they kept walking, and then they got to that field. And, they're showing the field, and I'm looking at it. First I was looking at it, and it was just like a field of bones. And he kind of like gave an idea of what probably happened. But then they started telling the story.
Yeah. They did a flashback.
They say they did a flashback, and there was a little piece of material that if you weren't paying attention, there was a little piece of material that they did a close up on when they did the zoom out on. They did the zoom out on the baby. It was a baby's blanket, and the baby that was wearing that particular. And I was like, oh snap, okay. I was like, so all of this.
Yeah, because in some video games that you might need to pick up. And then. And they won't let you leave the area until you pick that up. And you.
So when they zoomed in and then zoomed in on it, I was like, there's got to be something important about that. And then when they zoomed out and they went into this other part of the story, I was like, oh, okay. I said, so they're going to tell this part of the story now. And, you know, this is like kind of like to set up where the next portion was going. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting.
Y'all better prepare for the next 10 video game adaptations that are coming out in the next 2 years.
I know.
If they keep this same energy, I'll be here for it.
Yeah.
Well, I think nobody does it like HBO. And I'm only saying that because for the past 30 years, they have found a Sunday night show.
Yes. And it's a hit.
And you're going to watch HBO Sunday night.
Yeah. I will agree with you on that.
So I think as long as you do it, and that caliber,
as long as they keep giving it to HBO, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
And I wish HBO had your honor, because that we ain't talking about that, but that right there,
that show
Showtime is doing a disservice to that show. That show should be plastered on everybody billboard.
Oh my God,
it should be everywhere.
Everywhere,
man. It should be getting awards. Bro.
I missed last night's episode, but I'll watch that. I'm watching that today.
I'll watch that today.
Was it?
Please watch that episode. Please watch that episode. Because Bryan Cranston.
Oh, he's goated. He need an award.
Bryan Cranston. Last night
cannot
acted on a level I've never seen before.
Yo, I think of Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes.
To Breaking Bad. To like how?
How do you do
Who is this dude?
Who is he?
It's called Range.
Yeah.
He is like,
and not everybody have it, but all the great actors do.
Yep.
And Bryan Cranston, he is a great actor with some serious range. And Your Honor, especially last night's episode, because we know what it's about, right? We've seen the trailer. We know it's my man's birthday.
Really? Was
that birthday party?
Was it crazy?
Let me tell you something. Daddy Baxter.
Speaking of Breaking Bad,
guy.
That's my
Speaking of Breaking Bad,
he's my guy.
Also, shout out to Breaking Bad.
Okay,
and you'll see why when you watch the episode. You'll see when you watch the episode. My God.
All right, and I know we were talking about The Last of Us, but I really need what's his first name? Baxter.
Jimmy.
Mm-hmm. If he don't backhand his wife, and I'm not for domestic violence, please, but y'all don't understand.
Very least, chop her in the throat.
Because he from that school of when backhanding your wife was okay every now and then.
Shake her up.
At the very least,
Sean Penn would not stand for this.
When she walking, 3 steps before the bottom, clip her.
What? Yeah.
3 steps before the bottom. Not down the whole flight of steps, but 3 steps before the bottom, just go whoop.
I get mad every episode.
I'm so sick of her.
And since we're there, we got to go back to the previous episode when he was trying to calm her. Well,
and she said,
why
don't you go get him to do it since he do everything?
I was like, I was in the living
room. If you move, I was like, yo, if you move your arm up just a little bit,
yep.
It'll be right around her neck, and then you just apply some more pressure.
They would have been preparing 2 events, a funeral and me being sentenced.
Let me tell you.
I don't have the time.
When she said
he wouldn't have got sentenced.
You ain't lying. He ain't getting caught.
His wife would have went on a trip.
Yep.
When she said that, I was in the living room, and she said that, I was like, wow. My wife was in the other room. She was like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. I'm just responding.
Now listen, my wife was in the kitchen, and I looked over at her like, I dare you to ever. I was mad for every husband in America at that point. I'm like,
I was sitting there. I said, fam, are you kidding me? I said, why are you so soft? Hit him.
But I think he's so methodical. She gonna pay for that.
I don't think he's soft. He's just not as hard as her.
That's the thing.
No. Because the following scene,
when
he showed that he was. When he sat with Bryan Cranston at the bar, and he said,
I would have gave your son forgiveness.
He said, I would have gave him forgiveness in that moment because he was a child and blah, blah, blah. And then when he walked off with his right hand man, he said,
I'd have killed him where he stood.
He said, what would you have done? He said, I'd have killed him where he stood.
Yes.
See?
I need him.
But that's why I said he's methodical, because if he could break that, he didn't have to say nothing disrespect. He broke that man down.
Yeah.
The guilt he already felt. The guilt he already felt. He enhanced that by saying, "You're even more of a reason your son died."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dog, that is
that's insidious.
That's maniacal.
Oh my goodness,
that's evil.
Yeah, that is evil.
Evil upon evil.
Yeah. And he does it with a smile, because he said to him, he said, "You have no idea
who I am,
of what I'm capable of doing."
I still need to know where that baby came from.
Who's somebody? Oh no, yeah. That's another story.
The part of me, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I don't think that's his baby.
Me neither.
I don't know where it would have came from.
That boy was a stone cold virgin. You couldn't tell me he was.
No, he wasn't. Because remember, he was banging his teacher.
The teacher. Yes,
he was banging his teacher.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
At the very least, he knew how to wrap it up.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was going to be careful.
Yeah, he knew how to wrap it up.
Yeah.
For the sake of the show, I guess they needed something.
Yeah, something.
And I get it. It's a great something.
Yeah, but they never even gave me that they was in the room together.
That was one of the parts that's totally took me surprise. I was like, wait.
I was like, when
he had time to do that?
When did he have time?
He had anxiety. He was scared.
Even though he was a little evil kid too. Because fam, how you kill her brother,
and now at this point you killed her brother.
You killed her brother.
Mm-hmm.
And you slept with her.
And you sleeping with her. All the while hiding the fact that you killed her brother.
That's sick. That's sick.
This whole show is really.
And then
really
they named the baby Rocco.
Yes.
After the kid that the father of the baby killed.
And gave him the middle name of the killer.
Come on.
Bro, that baby gonna
need therapy.
You know who I need to come back? What was she? She was a district attorney.
Oh,
the black lady from the first season.
Yes.
I'm waiting for her return.
Yes. She should be back
because
I think she's coming.
The way she ended up getting arrested, sis about to come back with vengeance.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but like
I gotta watch now. I gotta go. That's definitely what I'll be watching tonight.
Yeah. But believe it or not, right? We could call it an episode.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah, it's been a good. This was good.
This was good.
Nice,
was good. Short, sweet. Get in, get out.
Get in, get out. Hey, thanks for
anytime.
Anytime. You have as empty. There's a seats always here.
It's here for you.
Always here for you.
This was fun. You know.
Yeah.
And
but again, watch The Last of Us. Watch Your Honor. At the Oscars, root for everybody black. I don't care.
Who's hosting?
Who is hosting the Oscars? Chris Rock. I'm kidding.
Oh, wait a minute! But you said he's doing his broadcast.
Yeah, he's doing a live.
He's doing a live.
Stand-up somewhere.
Is Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh, okay.
Is it the night before or
it's probably to be like I think that Friday.
That Friday, that the day that Oscar weekend.
Yeah,
he's doing something.
He's
doing
such an attention whore.
Oh, you kidding me?
Watch Bad Boys 4, guys. It's coming. It's
soon.
shooting.
It's coming soon. They announced it. It's coming soon.
It's coming soon.
Are they really?
They're doing Bad Boys.
Bad Boys 4. That's why he couldn't
4.
be at the hip hop celebration last night.
Yeah.
He was originally slated to perform Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was supposed to do Summertime, but they started shooting Bad Boys 4 this week, so he couldn't get off. So.
Oh man, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
So
if he had showed up at the Grammys.
Until the next one, we out.
Yeah. Be y'all.